This road's going down and bending round at like a dead end at the stop. And this is where Jimmy and I were at the other day, where we scrambled across the top of that hill, then dropped down at the main valley, dropping down through the trees over there. Steep drop, but we got down on the bottom track, then walked along towards Whiteburn's cottage. So I'm getting a rough idea where I am now. It's handy to know that this track comes away from where I was, for future reference as well. Right, so bye for now, people. It's all coming together now. When I was on the bottom track coming in, after coming from the Y shape of the main track coming in from the official gate, I came halfway up the track, which was half disappeared, and it opened up into a big cup, and I was taking photographs up here. So basically I was down there. So if I'd scrambled up a little bit to the side of the trees there and come to the top, it would have brought us up onto this road I'm on now. But I'm just going to go round, and I think I'll follow the track where I went, or came from, sorry, when we went across the top of the Whiteburn Shanks cottage, and sort of just go back the way I came, and then I'll end up coming back to the road over there. And then where we tried to cut through the trees that day, following the markers, but we couldn't find where it took you through the trees, so I doubled back on myself onto the road. But I've got a rough idea where I am now. So bye for now. That's looking back down the valley when you first come in through the official gate, and then you hit the Y shape and you come along this bottom valley at the round homestead, and you have to cross the river ford to get up here. And that's looking across the other side where you can see the caterpillar and the pile driver, where they've chopped all the trees down across the top, look, and there's a ridgeway path goes all the way to the top, and then it looks like there's a farmer's track coming down the top of the ridge, going down and down and down and down on that side as well. Right, so bye for now, people. Okay, so as you get right to the top of this farmer's track, I followed all the way up the tree line there from the bottom valley. You come to this dead end. It's just like a big round turning point for the vehicles, but this is where Jay and I were, or where we got to the other day when we were right across the top and tried to go back down and look towards the cottage, and we couldn't see it. But I'm getting back to this turning point here, and there they are there through the trees straight ahead. There they are. So I'm back on the point where I was with Jay the other day. And then from this point we went down here on this makeshift track, which is a non-existent track, and we went across there and over there, and then we had to go down over that hill where all the trees are chopped down, so it was a nightmare going down there, round past those stones where the side of the hill is collapsed, and it took me down to the top of those trees over there, and that's where we had to scramble to go down to get back down on the main track down there. So what a palaver. So we must have come along that stone track that goes off to the left round the corner there, down there where the orange fenced off posts are. And then we must have come up here and come to this dead end. And then when we got to here, we must have thought, oh bloody hell, where we're going now? We still can't see the cottage. So basically, it's over there, the cottage, down in the dip there. Beautiful views and all over there where it's down in the valley. But I've been twice now. Well, after the third attempt I got there the other day, and I can see it again where the road goes past it, and it goes up and S-bends, and then goes right across the top and follows the road out over there where the caterpillars are on the forestry, where they've chopped all the trees down in the gully there. You can just see the heavy plant machinery on the main road going out. See if I can zoom into them. So that's the main road that you'd go back along towards KIDLAND Lee Cottages, going back out, back down to the start. Right, so bye for now people from high up above Whiteburn Shank Cottages, which is down there in the valley. So to get to it, you'd have to double back up over there and join the road again, and then look down to your left where they chopped all the trees down, where it'll be all clear, nice view downhill. So bye for now. Right, so that from that dead end in the track where we went down there over that hillock and down the tree line, there's a pathway leading up this hill. There's a post there and a post halfway up there on the right hand side. So I'm just going to follow this like sheep's trail thing up over the top of the hill and see if it meets that road that goes off to the left. There's a bit of a shortcut. So this is what I'm out today for, to do a bit more exploratory of new pathways and trails. So bye for now. Right, so that's looking back down to the dead end from that farmer's track I came up. And I'm just coming up this hillock past that wooden post there, following these sheep's trails up here. And it's just going a little bit higher up this boggy, moundy grass. And I'm nearly at the top now. And I'll be able to look up and over, see where it's coming out. It might lead us to that road that goes up over the top. I can see a car way in the distance between the gap in the trees there on the road, about 2 miles away. Right, so onwards and upwards, bye for now. I can see the cottages clearer now because I'm high up. So you can see the road that leads up alongside it to the left. That's where the Land Rovers parked the other day when we were here. So onwards and upwards along the sheep's trail. Bye for now. Right, so the sheep's trail that I've just followed over from the corner, past those clumps of stones and what have you, through these trees, and the Whiteburn Shanks cottages over there at the far side of the hill, and it drops down onto that road that turns off and goes up there. So this is where me and Jay must have come down, and then we went straight along there to the dead end. So now I know where we were. Right, I'm just going to stop recording for now because it's slippy with the ice, it hasn't melted, and I want to keep my balance. So I'm just looking to see where the road's going round. So that road will go all the way round, up over the top, the other side where all the trees have been chopped down, and go up the top of KIDLAND Forest where I was the other day with Jay. We were right up against the tree line, right at the top there. And there was some like bags of rubbish and some plastic containers with all kinds on the side of the road over there. That's what we'll pass coming round and down here. Right, so bye for now. Right, so I've come down to the bottom of the sheep's trail to meet this track which bends round and off from where I came up with that orange tape across the road and the danger sign there. So I'm going to have to go back down there and then try and find the other place that I got lost the other day, trying to get through the trees there where the arrow markers are pointing through, but I couldn't get through. But I know now that this track's going to go around the back of this hillock that I've just crossed over the top of, and you will be able to see the Whiteburn Shanks cottage down below. But we couldn't because we went through too many trees or something. We looked down, we couldn't see it. So we followed the road right across where all those trees are chopped down in the far distance there, and we must have come right round and down and up this road here, this stone track I'm on. So I'll go back round and down into the dip and see if there's any clearance through the trees where I can look down to the cottage, and then I know exactly what to look for next time I'm coming up here. So bye for now people. Right, so Jay and I, after we'd done the surrounding of the areas where all the trees are chopped down, we went right round the back, dropped down and come right across these trees here, hoping to see the Whiteburn Shank cottage, which is down below over the other side. And we must have come to this junction here and went off to the right to the dead end, and that's where we started going down and over all those dead trees that we had to climb over to get down on the main track. So I've come down to the bottom, and that's where that sheep's trail goes up and over that hill to the dead end round the corner there. So at least I know exactly where it is now. Just to the right is a Christmas tree. from this track that we came along the other day. So now I'm turning left to go back down, follow the tree line all the way back down to the bottom where I was in the bottom valley, and then try and find that gap in the trees to get up onto the road, the far side there. So bye for now. So as a shortcut, if you wanted to, if you had the strength that is, to get up there to the road that we went across the top with, the chopped all the trees down. At the bottom track there, there's side of those trees that go straight up. You could follow the edge of those trees up to the top there and be off to the right. Then clamber up to the top where the road goes across. Just parallel to those trees at the top. Or go up the side of the gully there where the river's running down, just to see what's the easiest going. But if you had to hold on to anything, I would prefer to be next to the trees. So I'd like to go up the hill to the side of those trees where you can see people have scrambled up there before. So that's where I'm going now. I'm going back down, bend round to the right, go all the way back down past those trees, all the way down to the bottom corner, and then try and find my way through those trees at the bottom corner, which takes you through onto the road where we were the other day, where we had to go back through because we couldn't see the markers for the snow. So bye for now, people. Right, because I'm so high now, going back down this farmer's track where the snow is, where I clambered up earlier on, there's a marker post on the corner, and just up from that there's that little wooden public footbridge type thing to let you get across the stream. And you can see the two tracks going up where people have trundled up there to get up to the top onto the main road at the top. So there's an alternative. You could either go up there from the corner of the track coming up through the trees there, straight up the tree line to the top there on the road that way. You could go up there by that stream that's coming down, which looks all driest, but there's nothing to hold on to help you. Or you can come to that corner where the marker is, just go over those few little trees that's been chopped down at the beginning, step over that little wooden footbridge, and then go up the side of the hill where there's two tracks going up. So bye for now. Right, I'm back down on the farmer's track from the top there, come all the way down through the snow, and I'm back to this wooden marker. Oh, I've just sunk in about a foot in the snow. That's why I'm afraid to go too close to the edge in case I fall in that bloody hole. But I'm just going to go round to where that little footbridge is. Oh, I'm sinking in all the time. Hope I don't trip over a lot of dead bits of tree branches and all across the path here. The snow's still pretty deep as well. So you go up about 25 feet and then bends round to the right and goes over that little wooden bridge. Just take my time here in case I fall over. I can hear the water running down the hill. Right, so you come to here, trudge through the snow again. Watch where you're putting your feet. Just look how we're strong like. But this is the little bridge to help you get across to there. And then, oh, it's all boggy. So that's one. I'm glad I come here now, because obviously to go up there, it's going to be hard going because it's all wet, soggy. Really deep low because of the stream running through. But that's looking down the stream that's going down underneath the road. It's going all the way down the valley where I was down at the bottom there. So this is a wooden footbridge that you're supposed to use. Let's see if it's sturdy. It still seems pretty strongly, even though one of the rungs has been moved and nailed down again. So that's looking up the hill. But as you can see over there, you can see the water running down the hill through the grass. So if you get over to that side, you'll be going like left and right to try and get out the water. It'll be hard going all lifting your feet out of mush and then lifting up and dropping into mush again. So sod that for a game of dominoes. So my advice would be to go up the tree line there, so at least you've got something to hold on to help you go through. Just little bit by little to go up the top of the hill. Looks like there's an alternative little path that used to go around there and all, to meet the road around there, further around, where there's gullies coming down. So that's why it's so soaking wet, because there's two like gullies coming around to meet this one that I'm standing over the top of. Right, so bye for now, people. I'm going to get back onto the main track and go all the way back down to the main valley I was on initially, where I came in from the Y shape off the bottom track in the valley. So bye for now. As I'm coming back down this farmer's track after doing the S-bend and coming from up there, we have just been up the top end there. you go past all these bushes either side, which is like partly covering the track, and it's like this all the way down. Now when I first did the maps, there was supposed to be a track led through those trees on the far side, drop down to the river, cross over, and then meet this one and go up and round where I've just been. But because of all the logging and the mess they make, it covers all the tracks over. So basically when I get to the bottom here, there is a bit of a farmer's track continued, but it's covered over mostly because it's never been used for donkeys after the loggers cover it all up. I'm just following the stream to the right again, all the way down to the bottom where I left the bottom track to come up this one. But now I'll be going off to the left where the yellow markers was pointing off, and see if I can find my way through the gap in the trees where we came through so far the other day, but had to turn back because we couldn't see the markers. So bye for now. Right, I'm back down to the bottom with this farmer's track that I left to come up, and bent round the left and went up. Now there's a faint trace of it going through the trees there to continue and meet the track where you go off to the right there. There's a sign pointing up the way. So I'll just go up and over this bit here, around this one little Christmas tree standing in the way in the middle. But this used to be the track, and it was supposed to cross over towards the stream and then go on a zigzag up that hill onto the top road where they're doing the harvesting. But this is where the track's supposed to come down by the looks of things. So I'm still following the stream down to the right from the valley where I came up initially, and there's a signpost there pointing up here. Well, I couldn't see anything when I came up here last time because it was absolutely covered in snow where that marker is down the bottom. But I might have a bit better luck now going up here now and see if I can get through the trees. Right, I've recorded for as long as the battery will record. So I'm keeping the stream to me right. I'm going along, but straight away look, there's fallen trees ahead in front of us. So what I'll have to do is duck underneath and just keep on going. Hopefully I can get through. And as you can see, there's still loads of snow here because the snow doesn't get down through the trees. Right, underneath this fallen tree, squeeze through, that's it. So it still looks like it's a bit of an old track that I'm on, going up and up and up. But there's loads of trees falling across it now. It's getting all sodden now where I'm walking. So the stream's still down there at the right, if you can hear it. Now the path where I've just come off, there's supposed to be a path comes down through those trees on an angle coming down to meet the river, cross straight over and go up that one where I've just been up. But as you can see, this is not going to be any picnic going through here. I'll just go up and round as far as I can get until I get stuck. Right, cross over this tree. You can see where animals are squeezed underneath here, but it's just getting ridiculous now. Right, I'll have to stop recording and so I can push these branches out the way to squeeze through. So bye for now. Right, just to show you what it's like coming up from that corner where I've come up where they're pointing the arrow marker. There's just one tree after another all falling across the path, and I'm just going to continue round and see if I can find the path that goes up through those trees. But this is hard going. I've just got to stop recording all the time to push these trees out the way. Now there's a bit of a path going down there and round, following the river round, and there's also this one going round the top. So I'll keep to the left for now and go round and see if I can find that track. So bye for now. Looks like there's a bit of a footpath track going up there now through the trees. There's a shortcut to get past all that lot. You can see where people have trudged up there and gone up the hill. So bye for now. Right, I've had to get off the top track and go down to where that tree is straight ahead and clamber underneath it, down the side of it, to come along to get past that lot that's across the the main track. I think that's the main track going across the top here. But I'm just going to follow this round at the bottom now that I'm down here and see what comes out around the corner here. Probably go back up onto the top track. But I'm just putting it all on video, so if I make any mistakes, I know not to do it again. So that looks like it's going to be a bit of a climb up these dead fern around the corner here. But I'm just looking for a possible track that goes up through those trees on the other side as well, but it looks non-existent. But the stream's still running to the right there. You can hear it. Right, so let's just go further around here. Try not to fall in this snow. So it looks like the stream is just going to continue round to the left and up. And then there should be gaps in the trees where you go up. Like that there, the gap. That looks like it'd be pretty easy to scramble up and get to the road on the top. So I'm just looking down right next to the stream now. But yeah, there's a big gap there in the trees. Right, so I better go up to the top and see where it's going off to now. Maybe easier to get round and over. But that's looking down to the river, still snaking up and round. And I'll remember that big gap in trees down there, up the mound. There's a little post on the right hand side, the wooden post. So I wonder if that's like telling you it's a pathway to go up and round. Right, so bye for now, people. Back up to the top of this hill. Right, so I'm still continuing to follow this like non-existent farm track wherever it is. After I got past those trees that I've fallen across, I've got acorns stuck to those branches sticking up my jacket and all kinds, but never mind. I've got this far. It's been around to the left there now. But looking down below, there's some fast moving rapids in the stream below. You can hear it from here. So the stream's still snaking around and round below. But I mean, to walk around the bottom of it, to follow the stream, would be pretty impossible. So you've got to clamber up here and go around the top. So hopefully this track's going to take me to a main road where I haven't got too much clambering to do. Because I'm starting to get nicky-nacky now. As the sun's up, it's getting warmer. And I'm just looking for possible tracks that's supposed to come down and meet the river at the bottom. But never mind, I'll keep on going up this track to see as far as it'll take us. Because I should meet the road higher up if it starts to clamber up. Whoa, you boy, I nearly fell. There's just so many obstacles in your way. Right, so that's looking down, and those waterfalls there on the right. There's like a natural big gully at the bottom where the water's dropping into. It's nice. So there's supposed to be a pathway that goes through these trees, and I'm just wondering if this is bending around to go through the trees now, further up. Be interesting to see. Right, so bye for now.